Another day gone by. I don't know. I don't really feel anything. That's good, I guess. Don't really feel depressed. It's just, I don't know. I'm not trying to sleep more. It's just passing the time, I guess. Nothing too big. It hasn't gotten too sad today, which is good. It's just nothing. It's just another day. Just put in the time. I went out and did a few things today. I don't know, this is the hard stretch between having my kids. Probably get harder as the weekend comes on, but right now it's okay. I'm watching a movie, which is good. It's distracting, like it always is, but I don't know, it's not pulling me in. I talked to my 2 friends today, and that's done with, right? So they're both busy with their own lives. There's nothing to be busy with mine except for except for the inside, right? Just a lot of hopelessness, I guess. Doubt, like with everything. I think that's the crux of what I felt today. Just nothing but doubt. Hoping your life's gonna get better and then doubting it right off the bat. So really it just makes those feelings that you just had void. Those feelings of hope are dashed pretty quickly. So you don't know what to do about it, Like once those are dashed, what do? You try to bring them back. But the more you try, the more fruitless it seems. So once your hopelessness is gone, you just, I don't know, you call out to yourself and nobody responds, right? Usually you're there to comfort yourself. But today I wasn't. There was just nothing. There was nobody. And that wasn't a good feeling. I just tried to block it out and make it nothing, and that's lasted for most of the night. And then when I try to talk, it's like, what do I talk about? And there's nothing to talk about, but I think that's significant enough. The fact that there's nothing to talk about is significant to talk about. Because usually there's some excitement, some hope, something to look forward to for tomorrow, but there just isn't tonight. And I don't know how many of those nights you can have, I've had them before. This is another one of those nights. Significant enough to talk about. You just force yourself to talk, and there's nothing that comes to mind. There's nobody that comes to mind. You think, well, I've got so many days before anything big happens in my life that I'm just gonna check out. So you do. My kids left on Wednesday. I have to wait till next Wednesday for them to come back. I have to get through this weekend. Saturday and Sunday should be fairly okay because it should be busier. Tomorrow there's nothing. No, that's not true. I have one appointment tomorrow. I had a couple calls tonight. I did have 2 appointments on my roster, but those fell through. So nothing happened today except one of my friends stopped by and they called in. So that's good. I think it would have been worse if nobody called, but I don't know. I had this idea the other night to, like, maybe I could actually read some news or stories and talk about it. That lasted so long, you know. I looked online and it just, nothing stood out. Everything was just repulsive to me. Any kind of political news, just repulsive. I didn't even want to read it. I didn't even want to touch it. And then the other news is like some home invasion or somebody going off their rocker and killing somebody else, or robbing somebody, or in the middle of robbing somebody, 2 people died, you know? And they put these headlines like it's shocking, but it's not anymore. That's not so shocking these days. It's just not. It's almost disinteresting. And in my state, like, I'm not even interested in that kind of stuff. And I don't know why. I mean, I know I'm depressed, but I don't know why. I mean, as grandiose and exciting as they make those headlines, nothing interests me. Can't even listen to music. It all just hums along right now. The same beats, the same words. And it's funny, even though it's similar to what I'm going through right now, even in those lyrics, they try to get serious and talk about loneliness and wanting to be alone and isolation and stuff. It's not clicking. I think at one time I would have romanticized that, but not today. Nothing clicked today. Really just empty. Usually I can pray and feel something. Just not today, and I don't know why. It's not because of a lack of effort. I put a lot of effort into it, a lot of faith, and usually I get a response, right? But today I just didn't. Part of me tries to convince myself, well, it's for your betterment, and that's probably true. But when it comes down to feeling that, it doesn't feel that way, right? That's the whole point. Maybe it's to make me feel like there is nothing there, and to feel hopeless. And the only way that I would feel those things if there was an absence of hope, which there was today. So I definitely felt those things. I felt like there was no hope. There was no progression, like my life won't change. I would just succumb, fall into an abyss, not be able to afford to take care of my family, to take care of myself. Just go into a pit somewhere and die. That's what it feels like. I know that's not the reality of it, the situation, but it's terrible to feel that. It's painful to feel that. I don't know how to not feel that. I don't know what I can do. It's not a matter of prayer. I prayed a lot today. Something else is missing. Something else needs to be done. I don't know. I feel like I've changed enough in my life. Done enough different things to stimulate my brain. I need to do something different. I don't know what it is. So I just exist. Another day gone by of existing. Of not feeling anything. Just can't wait to pass the time till I get my kids again so I can feel something again. That's all.